hang on, let me keep playing it. Okay, awesome, awesome. Perfect. So yeah, let me just, I'm gonna say, I know some of you already watched this, but let me repeat what I said before. This is going to be a commentary with key moments mixed in, or key moments with commentary mixed in. Oh, I don't know, I forgot. Anyway, but this gameplay is coming from Thulian. He is a red rank Legion main with 150 hours in DBD. So we're going to take a look at his gameplay and see what mistakes or non-mistakes he makes, you know, if he's good. So we'll check this out. And let me just comment on one thing right now. So we're going to take a look at his perks here. He has Ruin, Whispers, Barbecue, and Discordance. Now the problem with these, well, Barbecue's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Maybe he wants the extra blood points or whatever. But Whispers, Discordance, sorry. Ruin is fine. Okay, Barbecue, if you want extra blood points, I understand that. But he has 3 detection perks here. He has Barbecue, Whispers, and Discordance. That's 3 too many. On top of being able to use his Killer Instinct during Feral Frenzy, he has a lot of detection tools here. He doesn't need that many. So, I think he could go with some other perks. Like, I would probably swap out Whispers for something else, because it's not that useful. In general, I don't think it's that useful until you start getting kills, and then you can kind of pinpoint where survivors are once there are less on the map. So that's my take on his perk setup. Looking for survivors right now. Oh, there we go. Found his first victim. He's going for the chase. Let's see. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, I mean, sometimes that happens. You can't always predict whether they're going to throw the pallet down or not. I think you could have positioned yourself a little bit better to not get stunned. You could have just stood a little farther out from the pallet so you didn't take the stun. And then if he threw it down, then you just kick it. If he didn't throw it down, you can slash through it. But you know, it's a small thing. Sometimes this happens. You can't always tell. It's fine. Let's see what he does here. All right, all right. Let's see what happens here. Oh wow, head-on stun. Hang on. Did you not see that he went back into the locker? I mean, let's go back here. So, and that's so funny. He stunned him in the locker next to him. I didn't even know the hitbox was that large for the head-on stun, but apparently he stunned him from there. Okay. But then here's the really weird thing that happens. Like you just saw him. You just saw Tap, the survivor. He just went back in the locker that he checked. It's like, why would you not pull him out at that point? I'm not sure. Maybe you could clear that up when you see this video, but I don't know why you didn't pull him out. All right, so looks like he saw Discordance go off. He's gonna check it out. All right, got one. Get this guy. Okay, awesome. Not so awesome. Okay, so you totally lost her there, and it was a pretty simple reason why you lost her. All right, you saw that? Like, after he slashed her, he had like a full second to track her movement. He did not turn his camera around to track her movement, and because of that, he doesn't know which direction she ran. And then then he lost her. That's what happened. And of course, you know, during Feral Frenzy, Legion can't see scratch marks or blood, so he's totally just lost her. That's just what happens when you don't keep track of them. When you lose line of sight during Feral Frenzy, you can lose survivors very easily. So it's really important to keep line of sight during your frenzy, okay? Okay? Alright, let's see what you're doing here. Yeah, no, he hasn't gotten a hook yet, you're right. But, you know, it can be a rough early game for some people. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Alright, awesome, awesome. Found some people. She did not use that pallet. I don't know about that. So, the survivor... Yeah, the survivor didn't... Like, she had... Like, look at this, look at this. The survivor had plenty of time. This survivor right here, plenty of time to react to him coming over. But she did not... First of all, she's not vaulting the window. She could have vaulted the window if she wanted to, but she didn't. And she could have dropped the pallet, but she did not. So this down is completely her fault. Completely her fault. She definitely could have played that better. Yeah, and then she gets hooked in the basement. Yep. He's got the... See, hang on, right here. Right here. Okay. You see, you got discordance going off, and you have barbecue. It's like an overlap. You don't need that many detection perks. So I feel like it's unnecessary to have that many. You're kind of just... It's too much. It's too much. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay, they're healing down there. Yeah, see, a lot of the time when a survivor or when two survivors and they're injured, if injured survivors complete a generator, they tend to like to heal next to the completed generator because they don't think the killer has any reason to go patrol it after that. So it can be risky to heal next to a completed generator because, you know, it just popped, but you can get away with it sometimes. But in this case, these survivors could not. And let's see what happens. Oh wow, that head on, jeez. All right, but I want to talk about what happens here. So let's go back. So here's the issue. All right, starting from right here. At this moment, you should be activating your Feral Frenzy because you have line of sight on her. She has a pretty big gap on you, so and she's not injured, so there's no reason to not activate your Feral Frenzy to catch up to her. And the reason you get stunned here is because, hang on, the reason you get stunned by tap, like right here, like see now you're proccing it right now, when you should have done it like 2 seconds ago. If you had hit her, you would have your killer instinct pop up, and you would see that tap is in the locker, and you could have even avoided the head-on stun that happens right here. So yeah, but you know, I don't know. It's not a good thing, but just keep that in mind next time. Just activate Feral Frenzy earlier in certain situations. Alright, just breaking the pallet, that's fine. I mean, you can mind game this pallet a little bit, but it is sort of risky. Like if you're... Hang on, like right... Hang on, let me back a bit. So if you try and mind game that pallet he was at, that tap was at, if you kite them towards this fence, it can actually work against you. So it can be risky doing mind games at that pallet. So kicking it is okay. Yeah, let me see what's going on here. Alright. Alright, so you see the problem here? The same thing as before. Same thing. You're activating Feral Frenzy. Hang on, let me back up. So you can activate Frenzy right now, and you would have gotten a hit before she vaulted the fence. But because you didn't activate it fast enough, you take a stun and you don't get a hit. That is what happens when you don't activate Frenzy fast enough. Ooh, but that Survivor, she should have just kept running. Honestly, she was, I don't know why she stuck around here, but if she kept running, then she could have, like, either lost you or just had more time to get away. We should try to do a no juke there. Did not work. It is red ranks. You can, you'll see after the match. This is red ranks, guys. All right. Yeah, you can kick that. That's fine. No problem with kicking it. Let's see. Okay, so I don't know why you checked the locker there, unless, hang on, let's back up here. Yeah, I mean, I didn't see any signs of survivors working on this gen. I thought I heard someone working on it. I don't think so, though. Did you guys hear any survivors working on this? I didn't hear anybody. But he checked this locker, and there really wasn't any reason to check it. Seemed like a waste of time to me. Oh, wow. Oh, do you guys see that? That was juicy. Right here. Okay, so she's going to run towards him. And then it makes him think she's going for the window, but she just turns back. And she gets that that window bait. Really nice. And like unlike the other survivor, she actually pulls the pallet down, so she gets away. So good for her, and she got the stun. So awesome. That's how you should do it. Let's see what he does now. Alright. Not pull the pallet down. Let's see what happens. Ooh, she does the window. You definitely could have done that better. So, here's the mistake. Right here. So, as you're going up these stairs, it's really helpful if you have experience in this game, if you memorize the map layouts, because you could turn 180 degrees right here on the stairs and see if there's a window behind you. If there's a window behind you, then you know that she's probably going to vault the window and drop down the stairs, in which case you can just backpedal down the stairs and catch her when she lands. So, I know you only have 150 hours in this game, so you might not have memorized all the map layouts, which is fine. Just keep that in mind for next time, just to memorize where the windows and pallets are on the map, so you can see, or you can kind of predict what the survivors are going to do. Alright, looks like he is giving up the chase. Let's see. Is that a smart decision? Let's rewind here. Let's rewind. Okay, so first thing I want to point out here, we're going back in time a little bit, but right here, you can hear that the generator down here has a lot of progress on it. That means another survivor has recently been working on this. They might even be hiding down here. So if you aren't putting pressure in this area, they're just going to keep working on the generator when you leave. So keep that in mind, okay? There's probably another survivor down here when you hear a generator has a lot of progress. And we'll fast forward. So you break the chase, and breaking a chase with a good survivor, sometimes that's a smart decision. You know, it's fine, you can break a chase if they're giving you trouble. Just keep in mind, if you're not pressuring that survivor, you give them a free pass to just do gens or cleanse your totem or whatever. So yeah. Oh, and look at that. Discordance pops. It looks like there was another survivor in that basement. They were just hiding while you were chasing the Fang. So now you have to go back and patrol it before they finish repairing it. If you can get there in time, we'll see. Ooh, see, now that is the mistake that cost you a gen. You did not fully patrol the basement, even though it seemed like there was another survivor down there. Oh, yeah, yeah. See, I think this happened. I think you had plenty of time to react to this. You could have lunged right here. You didn't even have to do Frenzy. You could have just lunged and got a hit. But I think your reaction time was just a little too slow. That's just what I think. Alright. Oh, here we go, here we go. See, now that's good. See, you learn from your mistake. You're like, oh hey, there was actually some other survivor in the basement, and then you went and patrolled it. So you got a hit there. So that's good. That's good. So that will buy your totem some time. She won't be able to cleanse it immediately because you're putting pressure on her. So that's good. Okay, let's see what you do here. Okay, so maybe you lost her, or maybe you just chose to break the chase here. But the issue is that that survivor you just injured knows where your totem is now. So if you don't put pressure on her, she's going to cleanse it when you're gone. So just keep that in mind when you're breaking the chase. We'll see what happens to your totem in a minute. Okay. And the discordance pops. Oh, but you do find him. See what happens. Oh my gosh. I don't even like. Hang on. That wasn't even like a 360. That was like the slowest 360 I've ever seen. You could definitely have. You could even have just lunged at him if you had just tracked his movement a little bit better. You could have definitely just lunged at him and caught him out. But you were kind of slow with the tracking here. Hang on, let's go back. Yeah, like that. Yeah. But in the future, if someone's trying to 360 you, you can just follow them, like run on top of them. Do not lunge. Just keep following them until you're basically on top of them, and then just tap your melee button, and then you'll catch him out. So don't do the lunge. You can get like a false swing on that. Just run and keep running at them. You will catch them if they try. If you see that they're trying to 360 you, okay? Because you will have signs that they'll be like turning left and right and stuff. Just keep that in mind. Ooh. And you heard that, guys? That was the sound of his totem getting cleansed over here. So, like I said, he broke the chase with a survivor who knew where his totem was, and this is the result. They just went back down and cleansed it. So, yeah. Right, so you got the barbecue proc. There's a survivor. There's a survivor right here. Survivor right here. Let's see if you find her. Alright, you apparently missed that survivor. It was a little painful watching you miss that survivor because you had the barbecue right here. You could see that she was crouching right here. So it's like, what happened? I'll tell you what happened right here. She's hiding in this little gap right here. And you could have checked it, and you would have found her, but maybe you didn't know that there was a gap in this structure, but there is. So if you had looked in the gap, you would have found her. That is just the reality. Right, going for the unhook, whoever got unhooked here. Alright, so you're going for him. Seems like it should be an easy down. I'm not sure if that was a good decision. No, I don't know about that. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. Let's go back here. Oh man, and you're getting stunned so much this match. I'm getting concerned about your health. Like, you're taking brain damage from how much these stuns are hitting your head. I feel sorry for you, man. Um, but look, okay. So if you're gonna activate your frenzy, even though he's injured, like you can use frenzy against injured players to find healthy players. That's fine. But same mistake, same mistake was made here as earlier, where you activate frenzy too late. It's like you didn't have to activate it that late. You could have definitely got the hit here if you had activated it like 3 seconds sooner, and you just didn't. You're a little late to react to things. It's so you can work on that. It's not like an awful thing. I'm sure you can fix that. You kind of analyze the situation, be like, can I use frenzy right now? Do I have enough time to follow them? Are they turning a corner where I can't track their movement? If you can track their movement, then it's fine. If they're like behind a wall or something, it might not be fine. So anyway, yeah, you take the stun here because you activated frenzy too late. That's just what happens. Let me read chat. I'm gonna look at chat to see what you guys are, what you guys think about this killer or this player. This man has no keys yet. Like, no key moments yet. I mean, he kind of checked the basement that one time where the survivor was hiding next to his totem. That was good. But yeah, it's not looking great for him so far. Let's see. Needs enduring. Yeah, enduring might be a good pick for him because he gets stunned a lot. I think enduring would have. You could replace whispers with enduring, and that might help you, man. It might help you a lot. Yeah, it does look like he's a PC player. So, I never played Legion. Is he worth it to buy? I mean, I think all the killers are worth it to buy because you'll eventually play against the killers, and it's good to know how each killer works, and to know how they work. Playing them helps a lot. Helps a lot. So yeah, just I paused it so I can do commentary. I'm just getting a like how you guys feel about this player from the chat. Yeah, the build isn't that great. I mean, he can modify it. It's fine. The build can be just he can modify it, no problem. It's just the whispers is the worst thing in his build. That's it. I mean, he says he's red ranks. I mean, you'll see after the video, like in the results, he's a red rank killer. So this is red rank, guys. Oh, and I saw someone donated to me. I'm sorry, I can't scroll up that far. Who donated to me? I apologize. I missed you. I've been like commenting and stuff. I apologize if I missed you. But yeah, sorry about that. All right, so you take the stun. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I know it's rattling on a lot, but let me rewind a little bit. Rewind a little bit here. Okay, so you're chasing tap here. Okay. Okay, so did you guys hear that? There was a crow behind the fence that he just ran by. So I'm not sure if that tipped you off, but right here, you go and check behind the fence where the crow made a sound. So it's like, did you hear that crow, or was it just luck that you found her? Because if you heard the crow, then awesome. I'm impressed. I'm actually really impressed that you just you pinpointed that crow sound and you checked it out and you found a survivor. You got a hit. So if you knew that, awesome. If it was luck, then whatever. Okay, let's see if you can catch her. Alright, so you broke that pallet. I'm pretty sure you've got a down here. Which he's trying to throw you off with that, but you did not fall for it. Let's see what happens. Oh, the blind. Yeah, so I think that's the first time you ever saw that survivor in your game, like that Meg. It's the first time you ever saw that she had a flashlight and that she was. I don't think you've even gotten into a chase with her. So it's okay that it's not okay you got blinded, but it's like it's okay that you didn't know that there was a survivor with a flashlight. So whatever, you got blinded. But there was. Hang on. There was a wall right here. You could have just turned around and faced the wall, and this would not have happened. So. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see if you can get a frenzy on her. So that's fine. You got a frenzy hit. All right, there's discordance letting you know where they are. That's fine. Let's see what you do. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. So let's rewind here. So you got your frenzy up. You know that there are 2 survivors over there. It's like, okay, awesome. And then so you have 2 choices here. You can kick the generator, or you can continue pursuing the 2 survivors that are running away from you. Now, which choice do you think is going to buy you more time? Kicking the gen, or getting some hits on the survivors? But we know what you chose. You went and kicked the gen. Personally, I think chasing the survivors would have bought you more time. But, it is what it is. You kick the gen. I don't think it's going to buy you that much time. They're probably just going to... It'll get you like a couple percent, but then they're just going to work on it again. It's really... This is no pressure. You're not building pressure here. You have to decide what is going to build pressure for you. What builds the most pressure is what you should do. And I think chasing the survivors would have been smarter. Yeah, at this point, there's just too many survivors alive. Too many survivors alive, too many gens done. At this point, it's kind of silly. It's like the game's kind of decided at this point. Alright, yep. Saw that you were not going to catch her. Taking the gen again. It's kind of pointless. Alright, so let's see. Let's go back here. Let's see how this happened here. Okay. So you got your frenzy up, and you see two survivors here. You see one over here, and you see one over here. So this is actually good on your part. This is a good thing. So you saw the survivor to your right. That's great. And she did not... The reason she got downed here is because she did not respect your killer instinct. She just hid in the same place that you last saw her, and she got downed as a result. So that is her fault entirely. Right, we see Tap in the house. Let's see if you can find him. Oh man, he's up to his old antics again with his head on and stuff. You've taken so many stuns this game, my gosh, I feel bad for you. I'm not sure if there's anything you could have done with how narrow the space was. Sometimes, let's see if you can... Yep, you got a hit on him. Okay, there's three survivors over there. Alright, let's see, you're going for the ones in the school. Oh wow. Oh jeez, another stun. Oh man, okay. So let's rewind here. So you're chasing these guys, and you know that there's 2. You know, you've been watching them. There's 2 survivors in here, okay? And you see the one right here, and then you see this one too. He's just immediately to your left. I know you kind of passed her when you went through the doorway, but you know she's there, so you should be prepared to, if you don't see her in front of you, she's like crouching around the corner. So, you definitely could have gotten a hit. I just think like right here, what happened was these kind of looked like they were overlapping, and you didn't know that there were two survivors there for a second. So maybe that's why you missed her. You missed the hit. But if you were paying more attention, I'm almost positive you could have gotten a hit on the Fang. You do take the stun. Let's see. See what happens here. Oh, you did not fall for that juke. That is awesome. Good job, man. See, the survivor is over there. Let's see if you can get her. Oh, another stun. Oh my gosh. Well, at least you tried to swing through the pallet this time. You didn't just walk into it and get a stun. You actually tried to swing through it, which is good. So that's good. You can either swing through it or you can wait for it to be dropped. So, you know, it's like 50-50 chance you'll be right. Alright. And you did not continue chasing her. It almost seems like you lost track of her right here, because you're like looking around and stuff, like where'd she go, where'd she go? But you can see right, oh, hang on, sorry. It's a little bit farther back. I gotta pause it, like right here. You can see her right here. But I believe the reason you didn't see her is because you were swinging your camera around too much. You kind of have to think logically. It's like, which way is the survivor running? And then just point your camera towards that reaction. Sorry, point your camera towards that direction. That's what you should be doing. So yeah, it was kind of obvious she ran that way. You just there's too much twitchiness with the camera here. That's why you lost her. So I'm gonna save you guys some time. Because he lost that survivor, he's just gonna spend a full minute here just looking for his next victim. It's kind of sad. It's like it's just so much time wasted just looking for somebody. Even though, and he has discordance and he has whispers, all these detection perks, and they don't help him. Apparently, they just, you know, he doesn't find anybody for a while. Let's see. Let me go and fast forward a little bit. Let's get the gen. Yeah, he's just looking around the outskirts of the map for somebody. He's not finding anybody for a while. But he does hear somebody repairing up there, so he's checking it out. Okay, awesome. Great, great. See if you can find somebody else. Oh, man. Is game already over? Jeez. Alright, so... Yep, you see her go over that way, and then you try and catch her out through the window, but she does not vault it. And then you check the locker. Alright. So, here's why checking the locker was not a good idea. So if someone hides inside a locker, you're going to see blood pools outside of the locker that they hide in. So you didn't see any blood here. So she didn't go in the locker. She's somewhere else. But you still checked it. So that was the mistake. And she basically gets away through the window. See what happens here. Oh, she threw it down early, so you did not get stunned that time. Thank goodness. Let's see. Ooh. Well, good, good. I mean, she was kind of done at that point anyways. Oh, wow, wow. That was really risky, geez. So that was another time, and this time, this was kind of your fault, because you didn't remember that there was a Meg with a flashlight in the game. It's like, you could have faced the wall, instead of facing an open area right here, And even though she didn't get the blind, it was still really easy to blind you. If she was better positioned, she could have blinded you. So yeah, it's kind of your fault this time because you knew the Meg existed. You knew she blinded you one time before. So yeah, but it's okay. You didn't get blinded. Awesome. Glad that you evaded the flashlight. Let's see what you do here. Gonna check out the gate. Looks like he's going to check out the gate. But, alright, someone gets unhooked, so you're gonna check the gate. The gate's already basically opened. But here's the problem. And this is the one time during this match where Whispers actually helps him, and he just forgets he has it. So, look, he's going to patrol the gate, and at this point, he could go back and try and get the player who is unhooked. However, he still patrols the gate, despite the fact that Whispers right here is not lit. He knows nobody's over there because Whispers isn't lit, but he keeps going to patrol the gate. This is just kind of a mistake on your part, just forgetting what your perks are. So, yeah, you might have been able to catch out that player who got unhooked if you'd remembered that you had Whispers. You wouldn't have patrolled the gate, and you could have gone and possibly downed them. Who knows? But yeah, that's basically the end of this match. Jeez. But, yeah, there's a lot of stuff you could have worked on. I mean, personally, I think... Let me kind of lower this a bit. But yeah, you know all the basic mechanics of the game. It's clear you know how Legion's power works and stuff. I don't really have an issue with your basic knowledge. And you had some nice moments. You had a couple nice moments. Not too many, but a couple that stood out to me were when you checked the totem here. You basically saved your totem for getting cleansed too quickly. So good job remembering that there was a survivor in the basement. I also liked, let's see, right here, where you heard the crow on the other side of the fence, and you were able to get a hit on her. I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure if you heard that crow. Maybe you did. If you did, then that's why I like this moment. So, great job in that respect. For those two moments, I think those were probably your best plays of the game. But there are a lot of things that you could have done better. Like, let's see. Right here, choosing to break the chase with the Fang earlier, and then only coming back to realize that there were two survivors in the basement. You basically gave up the generator by breaking that chase, so breaking the chase was not the smartest decision right there. So that's, decision making could have been a little bit better. Let's see. What else was it? Right. And I'm going to the situational awareness too. Right here. Like right here, when you check the locker. Yeah, this is the part where you check the locker. It's like if you had seen the blood pools, then it would have been smart to check the locker, but you didn't see any blood. So checking the locker was just like, you didn't have the situational awareness. You didn't see the blood. No need to check the locker, but you checked it anyways. So that's the mistake here. And then there was that one moment that just completely baffled me, where you're chasing Tap, and he gets the head-on on you. He gets a head-on stun, and then look at him. You can see him. He's right here. He's in the locker, man. He's in the locker. You can see his hand, and you don't check the locker. I don't know why you didn't check it. He's right there. It would have been an easy pull, but you just didn't. I'm not sure what happened. Oh man, that's the biggest question mark of this game, and you just walk away from him. I don't know why. But yeah, who knows? Anyway, uh, that's basically a wrap for this match. And I know you understand the basic mechanics of the game, so and you learn from your mistakes. I saw you in game. You're making a couple decent plays, like finding the survivor in the basement. You learned from that mistake of the discordance going off. You knew that there was two survivors in there, so you protected your totem. Awesome. But yeah, I'm hoping this commentary helps you get a little bit better. Because there are some things you could work on, and I think you can definitely improve. Okay. So yeah, that's basically it for this critique stream, guys. I only had one. Yeah, let me fast forward over here so you can kind of see what everyone's build was. And yeah, he is red rank. Thulian is a red rank Legion main, 150 hours. But yeah, normally I would have actually done 2 videos to critique, but you guys keep sending me gameplay that doesn't meet my standards. I'm like, hey guys, I need right here 1080p 60 frames per second is ideal. I can still work with 720p if you want your gameplay critiqued, but this is ideal. If you can send me this, then I will probably critique your gameplay, okay? So yeah, this is why I only did one video because only like one person sent me high quality footage. Anyway, that is it for this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you got value out of it. Let me know what you thought about Thulian, and I will see you guys next time. Okay. If you want your gameplay critique, just shoot me an email, painrelieversofficial@gmail.com. Thanks so much.